literally like a half a mile straight up.
There you go.
Home to Feral Munch. In Harlem, JB. It's the JB. It's the JB.
You made it.
Yes. Took a little while, but it was.
The train is a journey.
But it was. All right. This is my space. John Brown's place up in Harlem, and I do have to show one of the more impressive walls that you'll ever see. This is, I believe this is his room, but look at this. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Just heavenly. And the first one I saw was this one. Coincidence? We're going for a quick walk to grab a bite before, so I thought I'd do a quick little shot before the light is completely gone.
This is Black Rob's block right here. That's where Black Rob is from.
The letters in that are crazy. Black Rob's block.
Yeah.
Please play 324. And the more money I go to my baby, say, I get it to get my life out.
Chopped cheese.
I feel like the one that I've seen.
My name is Jeff Walker. I run the Rhymecology part here, which is the hip hop mental health. And so for the last 3 weeks, we have been dissecting Everything's Gonna Be All Right. To me, that song was like our version of The Message.
But I always tell them, I'm like, it's certain artists that go outside the frame. When you do records like that, it's definitely a lane for it because it's not crowded. That lane is not crowded. It was a lot of drama that was in the song, Everything's Gonna Be All Right. But what it was like a little voice on your shoulder that's going to tell you, no matter what, everything going to be all right. Your mental health. You feel me?
Yeah, so when you wrote those, how much of that was for you and how much of that was for other people? You know what I'm saying? And did you understand when you wrote that it would have that big of an impact on so many people to where you would really be uplifting people in that regard, right?
Yeah, it was definitely self-therapy to me, just to get it out and really. It's one thing to say it, but it's another to write it down and hear it back. Like, so it was therapy for me. And during that, I was like, I gotta continue to do this because I'm knowing I'm not the only one out here that feels like that. The enormity of it and how enormous it got. I never, people have told me that from all across the globe. You understand? So I never knew it would reach people like that at all. And then you end up finding out it was that many ghetto bastards out there, you know what I mean? And just fatherless children that never always thought we was lesser than those that had two parents. We were missing out on something and like not knowing that it was actually putting us on our P's and Q's even stronger and making it where we wanted to have a tight and close-knit family. No matter, it doesn't always work out like that, but it was definitely something healing for me. And I was hoping that it'd do the same, definitely.
Wow. That's beautiful. Mission accomplished, man. Again, so many times where I took personal comfort and solace from that. And so thank you, man. Thank you, sincerely.
No doubt. Appreciate you.
Where you from, bro? You're from the South Side, right?
Yeah.
What part?
I grew up on 88th 87 in Stony.
Okay. Oh, so you're from like Commons neighborhood.
Yes. So here's the crazy part. The very
We went from the east side, now we are, this is the west side. The park is right over there. And yeah, you feel a little difference.
Upper West.
Upper West, yeah, Upper West.
Remember Hatton Clark?
Oh, yes.
So she was visiting, and so your mom and Patton and they said I was the designated driver, but then at that time you had a little Volkswagen Bug family, and we drove in the Bug from Antwerp to the west coast, both from Sydney, Memphis. We stopped at Rhymecology for spa experience with Bella. Have you ever been to Rhymecology?
I'm sure we did.
All right, so we are doing a little walk. I'm finally walking, and I'm here on the west side now, Upper West Side, and it feels good. Now this is what I more remember. Going for a little walk here down Broadway. A couple of people going for a run. A little rain. Just some New York. Just some New York. Here we go. We're at the Red Rooster. My boys, Jay Zimner, Aaron Adler, Jay Walker. Here we are. Yes, and we are in Harlem at the Red Rooster. We're gonna have some grub. Let's do this. Shrimp and grits at the Red Rooster. The boys went with this. Look at this classic burger though. This. How is it? Are you regretting it, or you're
not at all?
Not at all.
Kidding me?
Side salad, seen steal some fries, and I had to go with the cornbread. Red. And look at a couple of pikes over here. What's going on? Yeah. Love you too.
Great. I'm so happy for you. I'll see you Sunday. Text me.
What? Yeah. Harlem 125th Street.
Yes. We're gonna cross.
My favorite Eminem track ever, man.
I think it's the only one on my.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, okay.
The apple green and that, and then it was in the introduction is introducing this guy on my left. He's from New York and he rep it to the death. This guy on my right, he's from Boston and he rep it every night. And then that's how. And then we would go into the song. But we was doing it so much that people.
All right, now we're down here. It's downtown, Carnegie Hall. Everybody dressed up in sequins, and then we got these hoodlums over here. Are they even gonna let us into this place? Is my question.
Chilling in Cali.
He was going like up one.
How's this walk, right?
Look, this is still not done.
My thighs are burning right now. We're climbing the. Maybe like CD-ROM. Like the whole liquor rum.
Then after that, I live forever. You disagree? not a mystery or a memory. I'm God by nature, mind raised in Asia. Since you was tripped, I had to raise you from the cradle to the grave. But remember, we're not a slave, because we was put here to be much more than that. But we couldn't see because the mind was trapped. So only to break away the chains, take away the pain, but make the brain reveal my name.
No way. Where?
It's right there. He said, I talked to Jeff. Look, Jeff, you can say what's up.
Yo, film this shit.
I got you right now, hold on.
No, this motherfucker.
Just press record.
But you know what? Yo, Rob.
Yo, that was fucking amazing.
Film this shit.
Hey, naughty by who? You naughty by
Yeah,
what?
but we gotta grab a picture too, though, okay?
Well, let's try it, bro.
Jeff in real life. Here.
What's up, Jeff?
Yeah, 3, 2, 3.
What's up, Jeff? When I saw 3, 2, 3, like that's a spam number. It says no, it's me. See, I called you, right? See, I called you, right?
I know.
All right. I'm the one that
What's up?
Pendulum Ink. All right. What just happened? What just happened?
Mind blown.
Mind blown.
One of the best.
What do we just
God
see?
MC, the God MC.
God MC. God MC with the full band, 25-piece band, right?
Yeah, amazing.
What happened? Who got a picture?
I got a picture in clips,
With who?
man, with Rakim, man.
What?
Well, I didn't just get a picture. I got to say thank you.
What? And then hold on, who were we filming last night on the
We were just chopping up with Tretch last night.
last night on the GoPro, like just a screen, like not a real person.
Then all of a sudden,
then what happened? Rob comes out. What happened?
We come out and I see somebody in a green suit, leather green suit.
Killed like 100 alligators.
And I was like, that's Tretch right there. Like we just.
Oh, Maury.
Just there online. It was like, that's Tretch right there. It was insane, man.
And who showed him the artwork that he did in real life? Me.
Recognized me. That was wild, yo.
That was hard.
And he said, yo, I told Jeff I would call him.
Wow, what a night. Only Pendulum, long live at NYC. So in LA, we've seen a few Louis bags, but how about this one? Damn.
Forever, so what? Threat is warm. String theory is a closed shirt, best informed, cause on judgment day we done met the Lord for sure. Before God to lead us to telekinesis with telekinesis. The world's got a lead us, order to stop like telekinesis. God to lead us through drunk politics, nailing the secrets, God to lead us. These cross references nail the subject, Jesus Christ with past evidence, tell the public he just nice.
There's gonna be some rough patches if you don't put that elbow grease in it. Requires strict devotion of a theologian clothed in robes pious, but you know it takes more than a tire to get some motion. Don't get exhausted, following too close when revving your ignition, seconds your ambition. Our pinpoint precision, setting the benchmark. Veteran technicians perfecting these transmissions. It wasn't you? It wasn't me.
I'm not performing, but I wrote this in case. I was like, this feels good to be bringing it back. They say I got jet lag. I live in the past. Keep your Kool-Aid. I never drink from the glass. The hip-hop therapist never shrink from a task. A bask in Spain and France. Socks gave me a famous stance. It's a hip-hop show, so yo, why nobody came to dance? It's cause Pendulum's filled with hype writers. We spit sober or twisted like this Mike Wire. I got the seal to make your life brighter, but I'm still old school like quills and typewriters. I came for the story, keep your fame and glory. At the bar taking big shots like my name was Robert Ory, but I'm not 25, no, not at all. Once you've seen the rise, you can spot the fall. And me, I've been to the mountaintop. also been broken in pain. If this shit was a bit bumpy, forgive me. I wrote it on the plane.
Turbulence.
Stoop.
Back of the truck on 118. My dad. Really, I haven't seen that.
What are we doing? We're just. Where's the bus? We got fire engines, police. We got food trucks. Like how is a bus even gonna fit on here? Oh, someone's going down, being arrested.
Mother, God was great to my son, to my girl, I love her. Before I wanted to coat, snatched up my dog.
That's dope. Poe is in the house.
Your man Poe. I got all the cheesesteaks straight off the train. You know what I mean?
Brought it from Philly.
You know what I mean? This was an undertaking, but I was like, I'm not showing up.
This is amazing.
So these are all the regular ones, and this is all the spicy Indian ones.
Okay.
So I got more regular ones or whatever.
When hurricane hit and just flooded out, that's a guy. There was a train in Brooklyn last couple months ago that like was stuck in a tunnel for like 3
The Hip Hop Museum. We must be in. We got Rose. Wait, is Poe talking to a? Is that a homeless guy?
That's Rob. That's hilarious, though.
From across the street. From across the street, it looked.
I had all my kids lined up. Left them right at the fucking door.
No way. Oh, you left all your kids?
Yeah, so I guess that's what I'm rocking with.
Is it the Woo Donks, right? Is it the Woo Donks? Is them the Woo Donks?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're good.
I think I'm going with This is
Yeah, we all.
Give me 5. What up, baby?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good.
You're in Philly, though, right?
Fantastic.
That's my wife, Brittany, right here.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure. There he is. There he is.
You want to take the luggage real quick?
I'd love to if possible. Right there.
Straight from Philly. Okay, straight off from Philly. Whatever the fuck you want. It might be a little cold. It's a cheesesteak from Philly.
Yeah, we're inside the Hip Hop Museum, which is still not even built yet.
Why hip hop is important to not just the Bronx, but to the entire world. And they're going to get that died like 3 days ago. It was crazy.
Did you see the inscription?
We want to gift it to you guys. Hip Hop Museum. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
We got a forward in here by Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
And Dr. Christopher Emden did the afterword. I'm sure you're familiar with him. But
We put a lot of work into it. It has many of the techniques that we teach at the school.
What, 150,
and all
right?
types of other stuff. We have the definitions of techniques in the back too. So if you get any lyricists in the building, they might want to see just the definitions like shadow boxing, similes, you know, slant rhyming, all that stuff is in there too.
All right, so we just went through the hip hop museum tour with my guy over here, Rocky, and I go, Rob, we should give Rocky a book. And Rob goes,
he says, does he have $60? And then Jeff says, no, he has a museum.
Usually post all of these. We can't post this one.
Damn.
And I went.
You know what I mean? And that's how it's like this constant wave of movement. You know what I'm saying? When you create, when it's going, you know what I mean? So yeah, I liked it, bro.
Thank you.
How's your sandwich?
It's really good.
Talk about the way you were dancing in between bites. Everybody got the.
Central Park on the left, then the right. It's Jeff, he's got the mic. It's Steph, gonna recite. Central Park, it's tight. Cause I'm the best when I write.
Going back in the time, Zep Taffy and the cause of the Sphinx. Shadir was only built for African links to go in the Smithsonian and British Museum, like the cabin of Benjamin Banneker. Put the key in, open the archives of the Scottish Rite, the vaults of the Vatican, the Ark of the Covenant through the pad and pen. Here to infinity, moving in music synergy. It might sound Greek, but before they knew the mysteries, we painted the ceilings before they drew in Italy. Gave them artist integrity, now it's rudimentary. Hieroglyphs turned to graffiti, moving through centuries. Relics of the Washington Monument knew our history, like the seeing eye on a dollar bill, or the falcon made a bald eagle Masonic seal. That's why I gotta build. My third eye's open when my mind closed. Rhyming, I let my mind go in different time zones. Quartz crystals in my eyes holes like stones. Pick up the Fibonacci sequence on a pine cone. From a gland in the core of the brain. The crown with the gold vulture and cobra and flame. Activate your purple chakra on top of the Reyes. I think like I got a halo of solar rays, 1,000 lotus blades, restoring the golden age. Taught in school that our only glories and change, just the story of slaves. Nothing said about the principles in Neteru. Rather give credit to aliens for depictions drew. Figures of animal heads facing the river view, left by Zulu prints of leopard skin material. Gold metal minerals and indigo minerals. Essential to scriptures biblical. They don't look at Egypt like they do Israel.
On the Lower East Side now, turning on Delancey Street, where we're gonna be doing our thing. You can feel the, you can just feel the funkiness down here.
Five being empowering. Five.
You know, goes.
Empowering AF. All right. Good stuff. Last song, Walk.
I should switch my way, make him feel like a G-10, put him on his knee. On his knees, give something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beat in the own chain. How we win that each day. If he ate my ass, he's about a beater. Big things, never big demeanor. I can make you bust before I ever meet you. If it don't hang, then he came back, he can't hurt my.
Share this meeting with y'all, share this space with y'all. Deep Facts has worked extremely hard over the past 3 months to put this weekend together. From flights to meetings to networking to all types of things. So before anything, please give a round of applause for Deep Facts.
education, everything, period. He's holding the torch for us, man, and I really salute and value and appreciate this dude. He's doing what he's doing for the culture, man. Uncle Pete is self-explanatory, man. Legendary Pete Rock. Look him up if you don't know what the fuck is up, man.
Shake Bird, MCU, buzz is on. Fucking awesome if you mumble. Snapping the finger, I'm Dustin Hoffman. Bully Ray Man, I'm Sean Kemp in the lane, fam. Remember that glove I had on? It's in the same hand, Gary Payton. In the alley with spray cans. I can snipe, but I'm good with the knife. That's a blade fan. You straight plan. Ask my bro Patrick, he'll say damn. Ask Caitlyn Jenner, she'll say man. Roll with the rap moves, set it on.
All right, we're just leaving. We're leaving the DL legendary night.
Right.
This guy.
Right.
Don't even.
We're about to get some
all
New
these,
York pizza.
all these guys. It is now. What is it? 30 right now? 30 yet?
Something like that.
Food truck, goddamn.
It's about. The wind is kicking up. Oh my God! All right, it's about 30 degrees. I can't see it being much more than 30. Woo! All right, we are at a pizza slice spot at midnight
In New York.
It was at least 30. It might have got to 30 degrees right now.
Right. The weather's kind of disrespectful.
A little
We out here.
yeah, but this is gonna make up for any issues.
You gotta tell me how it tastes.
Any issues.
Look at that.
You okay? Yeah. I love this corner. Man, this corner is awesome. Come around the corner with my Uptown bunch, and then we're getting in this car, and this is where the event is. This is where the event was, right here, and our parking space was right here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is the greatest parking spot in the history of New York City, right here. Right? I mean, look at that. Look at that. On a night like tonight, Saturday night, hundreds of people in there. Come on.
Give us 11:35 before I start freaking the fuck up.
There's like 20 people in here already. There's like my mama dropped off like half hour. And they go like this.
Is Rob upstairs?
I don't know.
Rob upstairs?
I'm trying to make it smile.
He's got a cane though. Rob's got a cane. She said
I don't care what he's got.
Don't half step on the cane.
Good man. Good half step on the cane.
I said it.
This morning I was watching White Men Can't Jump.
Billy Hart.
Yes. Your mother's an astronaut, right? And you know, I'm getting ready, and then it was like a 10-second delay. And I just bust out laughing. This is like, that's a good thing, right? Your mom's an astronaut, she's getting money. Next, Jeff Walker. Thanks so much. When you think about the heart of Pendulum Ink, he is the heart of Pendulum Ink. He cares, sometimes too much, but it goes in alignment with rhymecology. Like, this brother, he cares and cares and cares so much. And then even when things are in a disarray, you say, hey, just stop, breathe, it's okay. Or express yourself, tell us what's going on, right? And without that calming force, we would probably fall apart so many times,
right? And on top of that, just quick with the wit. Sometimes it's so quick, it hits me like, that's crazy. This guy's crazy. Really funny thing, I gotta tell a story. It's hilarious. So we're in the gift shop, right? And, Rob shows me the book. I'm like, oh, this book is fantastic. Wow, it's better than the books we had before. This is unbelievable, right? So I take the book and I show it to the CEO of the museum. I'm like, man, look at this. This book's great. He's looking at it. He's like, yeah, it's a good book. Is it mine? I said, nah, it's my guy Rob's, right? So he kind of gives me the book back reluctantly, right? So I take the book back and I go to Rob and I'm like, hey Rob, here's the book back, right? So then Jeff, so I guess Rob shows Jeff the book. And Jeff says, hey man, we should probably give the book to Rob. You should probably give the book to Rob, right? Rob says, does Rocky have $60? Right? So that's what I said. I already knew. That's why I didn't even ask Rob. I already knew what he was going to say. Right? So Rob says, does he have $60? And again, Jeff, so quick. He says, no, he has a museum. And when he said that, I laughed all night because it's true. It's like, just give him the book, bro. He owns a museum, bro. It's a $350 million museum. It's okay, bro. So, again, thank you so much, Jeff, for just being who you are. We love you so much. You are unbelievable.
So, without further delay, I introduce you to the Rap Tech Student of the Year, CEO Big Cutie, aka Sonny B. Where you at?
And I saw that Absol's going to be teaching at a school, and I was like, ooh, that's cool. And then they said, you want to sign up? And 2 years later, damn, I'm just, ooh.
Yo.
With all the other students in this school, all the talent, I would have never expected this. Y'all changed my life, gave me something to do. A lot of y'all know my story. Pendulum came into my life at the perfect time, and I wouldn't be out here without y'all. Hey, that's all I got.
For those that don't know, my name is Jeff Walker. I created Rhymecology. I am a co-owner at Pendulum Inc., where Rhymecology lives very happily right now. And I am a rapper. I'm an MC. I'm a lyricist who didn't rap last night. And I've been beating myself up, kind of wondering why. Thinking, why didn't I go up? I could have gone up.
I went over there and was like, I had to let you know like how regretful I was feeling.
you let yourself feel it, like you walked into it.
You didn't ignore it.
You stepped right into it, and you said, "I'm just going to feel this."
Yeah.
And then
I'll be able to get up there,
then I can get it out of me, and make it into something.
Wild.
It was a really quite a thing to watch.
That was wild, man.
And so, if you don't mind, I might just kick a little poem for you. Don't take your uniqueness for granted. Don't let the new branches replace the original roots that were planted. You see, we're all part of the universal energy on this planet. But unless your whole soul knows exactly what you're about, no one else is going to understand it. In other words, don't sell out. Don't sell out the heritage you inherited on your first birthday. Don't sell out the genes you got in your genes, even though sometimes I know you want to fit in the worst way. The last time I checked, DNA doesn't get rusty. No matter how bad you want to change, rearrange, so you can fit the strange world of pop culture, you're still you. Trust me. And while your ego's out gallivanting in uncharted lands, your inner child's at home alone, mumbling to himself like, damn, he left me again for a new plan. Another one of those get-rich-quick scams that doesn't include the fam. And isn't it funny we're being contorted by these different twists of fate? It's like we're stressing so hard to keep it real, we suddenly became fake. A byproduct of what the crowd and everyone else wanted. It's like we're changing like Halloween costumes, but we're leaving ourselves home. We're tricking our speech for treats. Like the guy that get high and rap about lies over recycled beats. And you wonder why, and you wonder why the paint's been peeling like our personalities. We're so accepted to be a martyr that we actually curse the galaxies from which we came. Mickey said your poetry better be hot. I stuffed a matchbox in my mouth. I tried to spit a flame. Shit's insane. I think we gotta check our spelling like Aaron and Tori, because the author, not the reviewer, is the one writing the story. We're fighting for glory, but what happens when we as artists look in the mirror with these ever-changing masks? It's getting harder to see clearer. Our personalities get spring and fall like the seasons. A couple of claps, maybe a pat on the back, could all be reasons to jump on the bandwagon of poetry gentrification. We're lounges in Manhattan sound like every other place in the station. We got pens, we got pads, we got cookie cutters. Here, chef, take this poem, roll it in some sugar and butter. And if you cook it just right, you'll sound just like that last poet who took the mic to do places and heights. Had the crowd shaking the mic till everyone was like, damn, I wish I was taping tonight. So last night, I think my inner child sent doubts. But today, my adult self rises up at the penthouse.
I just like when you said you saw my inner child.
Yeah.
Like you actually saw it.
I had that picture in my mind of that you went in and took him by the hand and said, I know you got scared or whatever happened, but I got you and you got this and we're going to go out here and do it together. And you almost were dual, like, but unified. It was like a hand-holding thing where you...
Integrated.
Yeah.
So last night, I think my inner child sent doubts. But today, my adult self rises up at the penthouse.
is such a full circle moment is because you got to be everything that you teach.
Yeah, that's what
you got to
Marcus said.
To show up and expose yourself and the whole process of what you're trying to teach them, and they got the gift of seeing you get through something, and they learned that it is possible to rectify.
When you think about the marriage of psychology and hip-hop, it was inevitable. Hip-hop's roots are therapeutic. The NYC train walls allowed invisible children's names to be seen. Spitting on cardboard in the park was the Studio 54 for the Bronx. DJs scratched records instead of kids, and MCs expressed trauma into notebooks instead of therapy couches. As hip-hop's epicenter moved from parks and parties to companies and corporations, those roots got further and further away. New ideals, new messages began to cover up the roots like concrete. Eventually, there were soulless buildings on top of that concrete, on top of the roots. Kids would enter those buildings lured in by the promise of material gains, of fame or instant gratification. They walk around the room, looking for the lights, wondering if this is the light switch that's going to be the one that makes them feel alive. Looking for the light switch that's going to make them feel wanted. Looking for the light switch that's going to make them feel loved. If only they knew that what is underneath that soulless building, underneath the layers of concrete, there's a bustling, vibrant roots that provide life and love. Roots that if water could sprout, could slip between the concrete cracks and break that whole fucking soulless building down. That's what you guys do when you come to Rhymecology. You step away from all the soulless building and you sniff the soil. You hug the tree trunk. You listen to ancestors. You pave the way for children to be seen and heard. So I want to thank you for your trust in me. I want to thank you for opening your emotional doors that might have been sealed for a long time. I want to thank you for being friends to your classmates, and that allows their inner child to have a voice. This last year, we had someone who dutifully came to every Rhymecology class. So we have 3, 4 a month, and usually it's the same stuff, the same topic, but this person came to every single one. Someone who gave love, light, and lyrics to every student, no matter what she had gone through. Someone who, despite her own self-deprecation, brought incredible insight and poetic passion to our sessions. This person supports every single one of you. And this is why the 2025 Rhymecologist of the Year goes to K-Rap.
Constantly hide behind tiny size, try to be small in me, till Rhymecology taught me that I can cry honestly. The swing of the pendulum, the sound of my heartbeat, the rhythm that steadied me, kept me from starving. Lonely nights scribbled lines, couplets hiding in the shadows. They brought me through battles when my mind would unravel. And this verse is unfinished because I've been shown that the road is unending, but I'm not traveling alone. It really is unfinished. So, the genius I've witnessed here makes it really hard to call you all peers, but it's incredibly easy to call you all family. Not just the kind of family that accepts me actually fit in or not, but it makes me feel so welcome and belonging. The kind of family that understands the weight of an unfinished quatrain, the agony of a word that almost fits but is a bit too reaching, and the magic of the moment when everything clicks and the universe breathes in sync with your syllables. I came to the school as an amateur spectator with nothing but a shallow experience and profound respect for rappers and their poetry, a deep love of words and lyricism, and an intense interest in the idea of rhymecology, using hip-hop lyrics and culture to discover, express, and recreate myself. But from the very first class year, I have learned more through all of you than I ever thought possible. You pushed me to reach beyond my comfort zone, to chase the kind of greatness that only exists when you're willing to risk everything for a single perfect verse. And graduation is not a goodbye, it's a promise. It's a promise that whatever path we all take in the future, we carry each other with us. We carry the late night dojos, the nervous first readings, the way we held our breath waiting for feedback that felt like it could make or break us. Pendulum has only increased my awe and wonder at how much words really matter, how a few bars can truly move a heart, and that all of you, maybe even me too, don't just write poetry, we are poetry.
I love how we love Katie's. I really do. I love how we love her.
Professors, students, guests, onlookers. My first speech as the Dean of Pendulum Inc. One thing I believe about leadership is knowing how to lead a ship. Which means knowing you're the last person to leave a ship. That means putting everybody else before you, making sure everyone is as comfortable and accommodated as possible. It means doing everything within your power to navigate the sometimes bumpy waters of business and culture. That means becoming the commencement speaker 2 years in a row when people are unable to fulfill their obligations. That means writing and building lesson plans, book chapters, and legendary guest articles in the midst of California wildfires that are within a mile of the house that shelters you, your wife, and your kids. That means choosing to fly across the country with hats, diplomas, and certificates with a fractured patella when the doctor advised you to rest for a few weeks before your inevitable surgery. I would be the best dean Pendulum Inc. has ever seen because I have the best partners by my side that I could ever ask for. Thank you, Mickey, Jeff, and Rob, for all the love and support you've given me from day one through now becoming the dean. So this is my apology to you all for not appreciating these moments enough in the past to allow myself to feel them fully. For shaming you for expressing yourselves through hugs and tears during these moments. I realize now more than ever how beautiful of a creation we've made with Pendulum Inc. and how incredible of a community we've helped to build and nurture over the past 3 years. Which brings me to our salutatorian. Ladies and gentlemen, I need everybody to stand up for our 2025 salutatorian, the Advanced Technique Student of the Year, Darius Maximus.
Okay, the home video continues. Speaking of home, we're here at home with family. Home family. This is my uncle. Look at Uncle Burke. Hello.
Hello.
Look
Who's this for?
This is my home video.
Ah.
Uncle Drew will see, Drew, who is Drew to me. Yes, Drew will see it.
He's not your uncle.
Yep. like
but
Dad.
your children.
Same way Dad calls Uncle Burke, even though he's his brother. Yeah. So Drew will see it. Dad will see it. Mom. That's probably about it. Dick probably. Jilly will see it. Dick and my children will probably not see it.
Oh, that's for you. Shoot. What? Forgot. What you're going to put it? Oh, the polenta.
Well, on my way to the airport, taking a Uber slip, and yeah, you know, one thing I'm noticing out here, no one wears sunglasses in New York. Like, nobody. Oh, here's where I walked. Walking down there to go to John Brown's house. All right, I know where I am. But yeah, look, it's like super bright out there, and they're walking like no one's wearing sunglasses. I know it's not like hot out here, but it's still sunny, still bright. Anyway, fun note to sign off on. New York, great trip.